Are you looking for the best smart speakers? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best speakers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin. In the world of smart speakers, Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin stands head and shoulders above the rest. The speaker's iconic, elongated design hasn't changed much since the original model launched in 2007, but everything under the hood is completely different. Each of the Zeppelin's components, from the amp to the drivers, has been custom-made, and the results are incredible. We've never heard a better smart speaker. In fact, the Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin gives traditional home theater speakers a run for their money. Minute details in the backgrounds of tracks sound crystal clear, and it's easy to distinguish individual instruments even in complicated, cacophonous passages. We listened to music from every genre, new and old, and couldn't find any fault with the Zeppelin's sound. This is also the only smart speaker in our guide that can play music in true stereo, which is a big plus for music lovers. One benefit of the Zeppelin's design is that drivers are spaced far enough apart on the right and left sides that your ears can actually distinguish sounds coming from the right and left channels very easily. Again, this is an audio feature you'd expect from a pair of individual bookshelf speakers, not a single smart speaker. Speaking of smart, the Zeppelin works with Amazon Alexa, and works wonderfully. Once it's set up, the Zeppelin can quickly and accurately answer your questions, and we couldn't stump it. The experience of using Alexa on this speaker will be identical to one that costs a lot less, but the combination of excellent sound and smart features make a potent mix. Bowers & Wilkins designed the Zeppelin to support AirPlay 2, which is great news if you primarily listen to music on an Apple device. Whenever possible, we prefer to use AirPlay 2 rather than Bluetooth, so it was nice to use this feature during our tests. The Zeppelin doesn't have any obvious faults, but its high price may be hard to swallow if you're on a budget, or want to outfit your home with multiple smart speakers. This is a luxurious smart speaker, but its quality is commensurate with its price tag. If you want a smart speaker that can function as your main way of listening to music, Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin delivers. For many, it'd be the best speaker they've ever heard. At number 2. Echo Dot. If you need a smart speaker for a small to mid-sized space, or have a fairly strict budget, Amazon's Echo Dot is the right choice. The 5th generation of the Echo Dot has the same dome-like design as the full-sized Echo, and looks great on a bedside table or desk. The unassuming speaker actually sounds very good given its small size, although it does lose a little fidelity at high volumes. You won't notice this unless you really crank the speaker up, but it's something to consider if you want to kick out the jams. When listening at a more comfortable volume, the Echo Dot sounds remarkably good given its size. It can't compare to the Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin, but also costs $750 less. We're confident in saying the Echo Dot is the best sounding speaker in its price range, though Apple's HomePod Mini and the Google Nest Audio speaker are the better picks for under $100. Still, that's twice the price of the Echo Dot. As you'd expect, the Echo Dot works with Alexa, which means it's just as smart as any of the higher-priced smart speakers in our guide. It even has some Echo-only features, like the ability to be used as an intercom speaker. If you have an Echo Dot in every room of your house, you'll end up with a whole-home wireless intercom system for a remarkable price. The Echo Dot has a couple of technical faults, but you won't expose them unless you're planning on using it as the sole speaker at a large party. For casual users like college students who need to play music in a dorm, or someone who wants to listen to music while cooking in the kitchen, the Echo Dot is a great choice. At number 3. Sonos Roam. Sonos waited a long time to get into the portable smart speaker market, but the Roam makes quite an entrance. The company took everything it learned designing its sedentary Sonos One and applied it to a battery-powered portable smart speaker. The results are outstanding. The Roam is, without question, the best-sounding portable smart speaker we've ever tried. We listened to music from a variety of genres at different volume levels and were always impressed with the results. The tinny, substandard sound we'd experienced with wireless speakers in the Roam size class never reared its ugly head. From the moment we hit play on the first track of the listening session to the final notes of the last song, the Roam always delivered. Sonos was able to pull off this feat by designing every piece of the Roam's audio system in-house, which means they were all made to work perfectly together. This commitment to quality is reflected in the Sonos Roam's price, but you're really getting what you pay for. Sonos has been famously agnostic in the smart speaker world, and the Roam continues that tradition. You can use this speaker with Alexa or the Google Assistant, and it supports AirPlay too. If you've never gotten a smart speaker before, the Sonos Roam will allow you to audition 2 of the 3 big smart speaker platforms, so you can find out which one works best for your needs. If the Sonos Roam gets disconnected from a Wi-Fi network when you leave the house, for instance, it'll automatically enter into a Bluetooth mode, so you can continue listening to music wherever you go. If you connect the Roam to a Wi-Fi network created by your phone, this feature is called tethering. All of its smart features will be available to you everywhere. Beware, using a smart speaker requires a lot of data, so it's unwise if your cell phone plan comes with a limited amount of tethered data. If you want the experience of using a smart speaker wherever you go, and the freedom to choose the AI assistant that fits into your life, the Sonos Roam is your best bet. At number 4. Amazon Echo Show 10. Amazon's Echo Show 10 is a version of its marquee smart speaker with a 10-inch HD touch-sensitive display attached, which opens up a whole new world of possibilities in the smart home. With Alexa, you can use the Echo Show 10 to live stream video from your home security camera, stream video from services like Hulu, and get useful, visual answers to your questions. The best example of this is asking the Echo Show 10 for the weather. Instead of hearing about the upcoming weather conditions, a 5-day forecast will pop up on the screen. If you need more information about the weather on a specific day, you tap the screen. If you ask Alexa for recommendations on what to cook, a whole list of trending recipes will appear on the Echo Show 10's display. Tap any recipe, and you'll be taken to a set of step-by-step instructions on how to cook the dish. In some cases, recipes will be accompanied by a video. Even simple smart speaker tasks like setting a timer are more useful when you use the Echo Show 10. You can check on the numbers counting down, which is especially helpful if you don't want to lose track of time while completing a more complicated task. The Echo Show 10's coolest design feature is its rotating base. This speaker can follow you around the room by using its camera to keep track of your movements. This is helpful if you're on a video call. The Echo Show 10 supports multiple video calling apps, including Zoom, and want to move around. You can disable this feature by closing the camera's physical shutter. This is a neat trick when you see it in person, but we mostly kept it turned off during our tests. Earlier versions of the Echo Show didn't sound very good, but Amazon has fixed that problem over the years. The latest Echo Show 10 sounds very good overall, including at louder volumes, and its display is useful when listening to music. When you select a song, the Echo Show 10 will display the lyrics, highlighting the current ones in real time, so you can avoid mondegrins. It's little features like that which will make a big difference in your everyday use. The Echo Show 10 takes up a bit more space than a typical smart speaker because of its widescreen display, but we feel like this is totally justified. Having a big screen makes the Echo Show 10's best features more useful. If you want a smart speaker for your kitchen, don't look at any other options.